Bring in Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Roach here to the conversation. Khalif, are there any potential legal ramifications from this? And if so, who do you sue when something of a tragedy like this happens?
14 people killed, multiple people injured. And so you would say that this is a normal tort. The folks that are injured, they will go through the tort process. And you're talking about some mass traumatic injury. Most of them will have, major damage. If a vehicle is striking you, even if you're walking or if you're in a car, it can cause damage. So you can see those would be injuries. But then the death portion, that's wrongful death, that would be a tort. So obviously the person that was driving the vehicle, he's dead. There will be no claim against him. Obviously one of the most horrific things that you've ever seen to take place. We're using a vehicle to kill someone, but death claim will be against the city. You have potential claim against law enforcement. They mentioned that there were road barriers that should have been up that were being worked on at the time, though, or being in preparation for the Super Bowl, right? And so because those were not up, you saw, if you had an opportunity to look at the video, the driver went around multiple times, went around officers' cars that were in place. And so you bring a claim if you're representing the family against the city, against law enforcement, against anyone at that time that may have, you believe, failed to provide care or provide protection and prevent this incident from occurring.
And sometimes these suits are going to take long down the road, happening in a couple years or so. And originally investigators believed that there were multiple people in that attack, but they've walked that back since.
You walk that back for a number of reasons. First of all, because in the beginning you see the flag and the first thought process is, okay, this is some type of terroristic attack and it's some third party that's connected to it. But then once you get the information, you walk backwards, and you're not walking back, but walking backwards and through the tail of events chronologically. Okay, we got the vehicle, we got his cell phone, we got the laptops. Let's look for text messages. Let's look for emails. Let's see if there's any communication with someone that's outside the country that's attempting to direct his actions. Once the FBI saw that there was no communication with outside organizations, then they do walk that back and say, look, we misstepped and misspoke originally. There is no indication that there is a connection between the other incident and or this incident with some outside agency. So I'm glad that they were able to do that. But when you talk about who you could sue, if there was an outside agency, like what happened with 9/11, you can sue foreign entities if you believe that that foreign entity provided help, gave them funding. And so there are a number of angles that you can go. And we're talking about lawsuits because in a situation like this, there is a loss and people need to be compensated when there's a situation where you have lost the life of a loved one.
Yeah, and certainly there's going to be a long investigation continuing. So a lot of other digital forensics are going to come out about this individual and what happened, what led up to all this. And certainly we'll keep following it for you. Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Roach, thanks.